Yeah, tout le monde, salut, welcome back. On s'en va sur du Diddy Kong Racing à l'instant, 100% à la 64 et on va être avec tridenttail. So have a nice run. Let's go.
Thank you so much. All right, I'm tridenttail, and let's get into some Diddy Kong Racing. I'll let my commentator introduce himself.
Hello, my name is Morx. You know me.
Do we?
Maybe not. You should. Also play this game, but today we're going to have the grace of tridenttail destroying that game for us. It's going to be quite amazing.
All right, well, destroying remains to be seen, but I'm going to do my best. Okay, well, let's just get going. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey!
All right, so a bit of a bummer that we didn't meet that incentive. You had the opportunity to give me a real headache this afternoon, but no, we're going to be doing regular 100%, which is still a really fun category, lots of cool stuff. If you're not familiar with this run, we are going to be getting everything. We're going to be getting all 47 gold balloons, all 5 gold trophies. We're going to be completing the TT amulet, the Whizpig amulet, the 4 keys. I think I got everything. That's about it, yeah.
For sure, yeah.
Now, that's a lot of things to collect in an hour and 48 minutes, but there's, as you will see, there's some really neat tricks, maybe a couple glitches. That's going to let us do this in a really efficient manner.
Exactly. So first thing Trident is going to do is going to get the extra balloons that are going to be in the overworld. In order to do that, obviously we're going to select the plane, which obviously you're able to read because everyone knows how to read Japanese. And I'll explain why we play in Japanese later on, actually. But so first things first, as I said, we're going to collect the balloons here. And ideally, we will end up with all the 4 balloons before entering our first world, which is going to be Dino Domain. And the rest is pretty much self-explanatory.
We're having a pretty clean overworld here.
Yep. It's pretty ideal, I would say. Sub 140, pretty good.
Yeah, about a 140, which is pretty good.
Yes, indeed. First trick we're going to see here, Trident is going to restart the track as soon as it starts. So normally there is a cutscene there that plays, but if you restart the race immediately afterwards, then you save a couple of time before starting the race, sometimes more than a second. And as you can see, Trident is already completely destroying the track. One of the most famous ones in Diddy Kong Racing, Jungle Falls. As you can see, he just hops over that little lake right here, gives him a little boost right inside the dino head to get the next boost. And yeah, simply have to do that 3 times, and it's going to be the end of the race. And then we're going to see one funny trick here. Unfortunately, didn't get it.
No.
Nope. Maybe for the next one. So what I was going to explain here is that once you complete a track, you're able to pause on the first frame of completing it, and you'll notice that once this happens, you'll be in the pause state while you have the complete first image on the screen, and then that means that the track has been completed, but you're able to quit out instead of watching the cutscene, just like you did. So every time you're able to succeed that, you save around 7 to 8 seconds.
Is it a good time for a donation of one of your friends, tridenttail?
Absolutely, yeah.
It's GoldenEye00 Agent for thank you for the $30 donations en direct du sud de l'Ontario. Bonne chance à mon ami tridenttail et merci à toute la gang en personne à Montréal. Faites vos dons pour une très bonne cause. Thank you, GoldenEye.
Thank you so much. That's the homie.
And the message was in French?
Yeah.
Yes, he wrote in French.
That's amazing. Trident speaks French and never told us about it.
It's a good time to learn this weekend.
Absolutely, absolutely. Oh, unfortunately missed that one too, but don't worry about it.
So it is frame perfect. it's possible to buffer it, but this is a game that has like a variable frame rate.
Yes.
Sometimes it's stable on 20 frames, but it can go up to 30 and it can go as low as 12. So it makes those frame perfect tricks kind of difficult.
The more you play the game, the more you realize that every level also has its like sort of own general frame rate, I would say. So for example, trying to do the cutscene skip on this track, which is Fossil Canyon, versus, for example, Everfrost Peak or Boulder Canyon is going to be a completely different experience. So it's something you get with the feel as much as you speedrun it, right? So, okay.
I was going to go for a trick there called Canyonless, where you chain a series of boosts into that huge corner there, but I missed the drift. We'll try it again here.
The fun part about DKR is that most of the time you have 3 opportunities to learn the trick. So, well, that went pretty good here. As long as you get the balloons. Sometimes in this game you go too fast and you go through the balloons and you're not able to pick it up. It's something we have to deal in general. So far so good. Ideally we would want to complete this track under a minute, which might be possible still, we'll see. Maybe not anymore with the miss of the balloon, but let's hope. Nope.
I feel like my timing is off a little bit here.
Yeah, I think we're going for 80% glitchless.
It's really impressive from my side. And I have a $50 donation from Daler Ben, who's saying, go Trident. I will try to manifest some good RNG for this run, so you will get Dragon Plane for sure.
Let's go.
I hope you get Dragon Plane.
Inside our own Diddy Kong Racing community, Ben is known to always pull off the Dragon Plane. A little bit complicated to explain. I might explain it a little bit later once we'll enter the trophy storage part of the run. But yeah, it's a fun thing. Shoutouts, by the way, to the Diddy Kong Racing community. Very tightly knit. Everyone pretty much knows to get everyone, and we all pretty much enjoy and or love each other.
There is some people from the community in the chat. I want to hear you, or like, see you in the chat.
Exactly. I mean, in the chat you have right now, you have Sweener, you have Giz, you have Joey, you have a lot of people that are names that we've played with for multiple years. So no surprise, they're all here supporting us. Thank you, guys.
All right, we just finished a perfectly normal hot tub volcano.
Oh yeah, we didn't even have time to explain it.
No.
So yeah, you went out of bounds, and so when you go out of bounds, you might think that you still have to hit some checkpoints in order for the game to consider you to be still in first position. But you're right. So that's why at some points you had to turn around and hit those checkpoints before continuing. And before we continue, we're already at Tricky, which is going to be the boss, and we're going to do something very particular here. Will it work on the first try?
Of course not.
Of course not. Yeah, it's marathon. So the way this works is that we're going to confuse a game here in a way where it's going to think that we're in the wrong way, even though we're going the right way. And as soon as the game considers that, the next time we hit the next checkpoint corner, then it's going to consider us to have completed the race, which is going to be in the second here. Boom, that's it. The race is over. And so the reason why it took us a couple of times here is because it unfortunately doesn't work every time. It has a 50% chance approximately to work because we have to hit a specific frame that oscillates every frame. And therefore, unless you're playing tool assisted, there is no way to guarantee it's gonna work on the first try. Which make racing this category very interesting in general.
We got it third try, which is not too bad. We will have to do it again, and I don't know. We still have a potential to have a really bad day, but hopefully not.
Yeah, sometimes it happens with the game. You just have to go with it. So first mini game that we have to do for Diddy Kong Racing here with this one. So what Trident's going to do is that he's going to fly in a very specific way in order to get the eggs, and the way that he does the route here, I mean, normally would make sure that his eggs are not going to be stolen and that he's able to get the eggs in the middle. I think he's still half time. No, you do. Wow. Got quite lucky on that one. And there you go. Just have to make sure that this one that's coming right up here, which is, where is it? This guy.
Just gotta play a little defense there.
Yep. Sounds good.
There's actually a faster strategy for that, but I usually play this section with the music off, which reduces a bit of lag. And with the music on, there's a potential for it to not work quite right. It's very precise, the movement that you have to do, and if you deviate at all, then you can get some really wild CPU patterns.
Exactly. One thing that top runners do with this run is, as he said, we simply turn the music off because there's less lag. Unfortunately, Nintendo 64 is not the best consoles in terms of performance, so anything that's going to help us obviously go faster, we're going to use, which is unfortunate because the music in this game rocks. And yeah, that's one thing that we decide to do in a marathon generally is just to keep the music on because it's funnier that way. And yeah, and also for people that are not very familiar with Diddy Kong Racing and how the game works in adventure mode is that once you've completed the track one time and then you fight the first iteration of the boss, then you have to complete all of them again by finishing first and getting all the coins as well. Yeah, this deserves a clap, everyone. That was a pretty good one. And yeah, so they play a little bit differently because of it, but I mean, in general, when you're a good player, you just go so fast that even if you have to go out of your way to get those coins, you're still going to lap every other CPUs generally, which makes it quite funny.
Yeah, if we met the incentive for Adventure 2, y'all would have seen some really crazy coin races because the placements for those are really rude.
Exactly. And once again, for those that are not familiar with what Adventure 2 is, it's basically the same game but in reversed. And as he said, the coins are scattered at different places, generally harder places too. Yeah. And I do tend to agree as well with the chat right now, saying that Diddy Kong Racing is better than Mario Kart 64. Then again, it's an opinion thing, but if you prefer Mario Kart 64, you're wrong.
I wrote that. I really prefer Diddy Kong Racing.
It's a fun game. Unfortunately, it's stuck in this sort of copyright hell, but yeah, that would be one of the games that we really enjoy having a second iteration of.
Like, you can try to change my mind, but you won't.
Indeed, indeed. So Trident's going to go for the cannonless again here. Hopefully it's going to work out. It's not too bad as long as we get the boost, but now Trident has to be careful because there's still 3 coins left. So he'll have to adjust his directions a little bit, especially for that one. There you go, that was pretty clean.
We're gonna take it a little bit safe here.
Yep. Normally here we would simply boost to make sure to get it. Oh, yeah, we're gonna have to go back for that one. Oh, yeah, just pull back, no worries about it. And there you go, and the pause in. There you go. Not quite, but
my breath stopped. Like, I was, oh my god.
Oh yeah, sometimes when you pause it a little bit beforehand, as Trident says, you can buffer the pauses. But there were many iterations in the community where there's some funny parts where we try to buffer it very much in advance, and then it's just we clenched a little bit on that on those situations. So as Trident is doing right now, we're going to get most of the coins in the first lap in order to be able to get out of bounds on the second one. Just a little bit of a time, not time save, but time optimization here. One trick that we didn't specify as well is that you'll see Trident go a little bit out of his way sometimes in order to get bananas, because bananas do make your vehicle go faster. And we're talking about 2.5% faster per banana for a total of 25% faster if you have 10. because it caps at 10. So ideally, that's what we're going to do. We're going to want to... yeah, that was a good one.
All right, it just took me a bit, okay? We missed the first 3, but we've been...
Yeah, it's the beginning.
since.
You know, in a marathon, it's always like that. And then you get the hang of it, and it just goes better. So as stated earlier, it's going to be the second iteration of Tricky. We're basically going to do the exact same trick as before. So we're going to go for the Tricky skip, as we call it. And we have 50% chance of hitting it on the first try. Hopefully that's going to be it. Can I get a first try in the chat, please? Joey's calling it. Let's see.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah, but you don't have any control for it. The other that's fine. Is it a second try?
Okay.
There you go, second
That's
try.
fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah. And so Trident, when he's going to complete it, he's going to reset the console because that saves the progress. But since there's a long cutscene to watch afterwards to get the Wispig piece and everything, resetting is faster in that particular setting. And we're going to go in the overworld and do our first vehicle challenge, which is going to be the car one. So these are triggered in certain parts of the game once you collect enough balloons. First car, then hover, then plane. And it's simply a little challenge that Taj gives you that gives you an extra balloon. So that's what we're going to do here. Also, shout-outs to Allens because Allens is one of the runners in Diddy Kong Racing that had the worst luck for Tricky ever. I think at some point we did a race and he had like 12 try and 14 try. This was abysmal.
All right, so we're just driving in circles here, and then on the last lap, I'm going to actually cut into the field here. So we're gonna end the race here, get the balloon, and then I need to switch vehicles again.
Yeah.
So if you're anywhere near the Taj mat there in the center, you can summon him by honking the horn. Otherwise, you'd have to hit him.
Absolutely. And there is someone in the comment section right now, Linky, t'inquiète pas, il va y avoir d'autres courses qui vont se faire en français. C'est juste que là, pour l'instant, on le fait en anglais parce que notre runner parle en anglais et que le reste de la communauté, pour l'instant, le fait aussi. Mais t'inquiète pas, il va y en avoir plein d'autres.
I'm sorry. I understand you, I just can't speak it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
It's okay. I'm practicing my English, so it's perfect.
I think this one is one of my favorite tracks. Are you going to do the Salt Cure or not?
No, of course not.
Oh, it's fine. It's still going to be pretty fun. This part right here that you just witnessed, there is a trick in the community that we call Salt Cure, which is pretty hard to do and not very marathon approved, where you just bump on the curve in order to land exactly on the boost track. But there's still a way to make it with the coast here, and there you go. Pretty clean.
Yeah, it's more of a IL strategy. If I were to go for it and I just happened to do it, it probably wouldn't be clean enough to really be faster than the strat that I'm using right now, so.
Generally, in marathon, we tend to stick with this strategy he's doing right now, which is still pretty fun to execute, to be honest. It's, and this is one of those levels where the frame rate is just, once again, very gruesome. Oh yeah, on the buffer too. That's amazing.
That's one of the hardest ones to buffer.
Yeah, yeah. It's like 12 frames per second, as you said. Crazy. And we have Ponytail in chat. Welcome, Ponytail. Ponytail has been getting all the DKR war records recently for the past years, and really an icon of this community. We love him so much.
He's been really pushing the game lately. Like, his knowledge of how this game works is unparalleled.
Yeah. Tons of practice, tons of help to the community. Always there for us. So, one thing that you... Wow, that snowball, man.
I got the tip.
Yeah, just it. So you've noticed on the second lap that Trident picked up a key, and you might have noticed that as well in Ancient Lake and Dino Domain earlier. We need that key in order to be able to open the minigame door, in order obviously to complete the game 100%, so that's where we get it. So far so good with the cutscene skips. As soon as you got the hang of it.
Yeah, if we only miss 3 this run, that would be fantastic.
Yeah. There's one run that Trident did where he only missed 1 cutscene skip in the whole game, and it was the first one.
This is true.
Yeah.
I've gotten 39 out of 40 cutscene skips more times than I can count, but I've never gotten 40 out of 40. Nobody's gotten out of 40 out of 40.
Yet, right? Nobody yet.
Whoops.
Whoops. The classic tree. This is kind of a hard turn here because we want to make sure to get inside of it in order to get the double bananas.
Once you make a mistake here, it can be really difficult to get your momentum back.
Exactly. In plane specifically, because you'll see that most of the time in plane, the plan is to actually just stop pressing the A button and start doing barrel rolls, because in that case you're able to go super fast, as you can see with the pedometer, not the pedometer, not the thermometer.
Speedometer.
Speedometer, exactly, because it's a thermometer for speed. Should have thought about that. Anyway. So as you can see right now, we go so fast, and as soon as possible, we're going to use the barrel rolls because that's going to conserve that speed as much. And when you're not pressing the A button, it doesn't cap your speed here. And as we said earlier, as soon as you bonk with that, with the plane, it becomes pretty gruesome because you're going to be stuck on place for like multiple seconds. So ideally, you want to avoid that. Pretty clean, good stuff.
I'm sad because this is my music, my favorite music in the game, and I couldn't hear a lot, so I'm a little sad.
We're going to witness it a little bit later in the run. Don't worry about it. Shouts to Leah as well. Yes, I'm sorry about that. I just saw your comment. Both pioneers of the DKR modern era of speedrunning.
Yeah, by their standards, I'm kind of washed up, but it's okay.
I mean, it's okay. We decided to do different stuff, right? Trident has been in the past weeks on sort of a tear of like playing all of the Nintendo 64 games on stream. So that's been a fun ride. Still going on, by the way. If you go on the stream, twitch.tv/tridenttail, you can still go and watch that in real time, and there's still some Nintendo 64 games left, so don't miss it out.
Just a little reminder, I don't work a lot here, so don't hesitate, a little donation. We're working hard this weekend for a good cause, so...
Absolutely. It's all for Virtual Guardians, so for all the youngsters in needs online, we have been partnering with them for multiple years now, and covering almost in the 5 numbers every marathon that we've done, and it's all for a great cause, and we're very happy and privileged to be able to offer them the help they need, so please donate generously.
It's such a good cause.
Absolutely. So now we're gonna meet with Bluey, our fancy walrus, and it's going to be the first time that we're going to use the hover vehicle, which is kind of finicky to play with, especially in speedrunning. You'll notice that Trident will be running the vehicle by going in zigzags, or what we call snaking, from top left to top right, while being able to spam the A button at top speed as well. This is going to make sure that we get as much speed as possible. It's very tiring to the hands. Are you going to do it? Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Let's go! That was amazing. This is quite hard to pull off, actually. Barely got it yet. Any case, so what I was explaining is very tiring for the hands, but every time you get that little boost that you need with the hover, it's always going to be better. And we reset the game once again here because we're going to want to go to the overworld and do our hover challenge this time.
During this reset, I want to thank Player 2 Star for the $10 donation. Bonne chance à Trident, le plus beau streamer de Diddy Kong Racing. So you're like the most beautiful Diddy Kong Racing streamer. Finger crossed for every tricky skip and cutscene skip. So thanks.
Thank you. I mean, I take it a little bit personal, but okay. No, we all know that Trident is our beautiful man. We love him so much.
Guys, stop.
You can cry during this run.
Well,
it doesn't go faster.
I might cry when I see this final time, but... So, you might be wondering why we reset the console and left Snowflake Mountain, because we only did half of it. We didn't do the coins. There's still another boss to do. There's the mini game. But if we leave now, we can actually come back at a more opportune time. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later.
Yes. So it's going to be quite confusing at some point because, I mean, I guess we're going to talk about it then, so in order to like be in the moment. But there's going to be a trick that breaks most of this game regarding trophy gathering, which is called trophy storage. So once we'll get to that part, I'll be able to explain a little bit how it works, and you'll understand why we left Snowflake Mountain a little bit earlier than usual. So we're almost finished with that hover challenge, and once we've completed that, instead of going back to Snowflake Mountain, as we said, we're going to go straight to Sherbet Island and do the first half of it as well, without collecting the coins.
Just a little FF fun fact, we finished that race on the beach rather than in the water because when Taj disappears and leaves the balloon, you actually can't collect it until the balloon travels onto the beach. So if we already finished the race on the beach, then we can immediately collect it and be on our way.
Neat little trick. Also, if you go fast enough, you're able to be on the land a little bit more. Normally, if you're not fast enough and go on the land, the track might disqualify you for doing so. But if you go fast enough, generally it's just fine. Oh, right on it. I love it when that happens.
I'm gonna try and keep all my speed here, but it's a little, oh!
Snap.
Very nice.
Yes, once again. Oh, almost.
Didn't get the boost chain. That's a really difficult one.
Yep. Ideally, what we want to do is, oh, God. Yeah, the physics in this game sometimes are punishing. And so, once again, we got 6 at the end. There you go. Haven't missed one since, right?
Haven't missed one since, no.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx it, but yeah, it's doing pretty good so far.
And there's like certain like things that you can do. Like for example, I finished that race staring at the wall, and I don't know, for some reason that just helps me get it. If you're facing the other way, there's a lot of stuff loaded on screen, and of course, as we know, when you have more things loaded on screen, that generates lag. So there's like little things that you can do to kind of increase your odds of getting the cutscene skip.
And I think that's a fair point what you're just mentioning, because I feel like Diddy Kong Racing is one of those speed games that there's no real ceiling, to be honest. When you start speedrunning it, at first you're just trying to, get past the track very fast, and then at some point you realize like the potential of like looking away or doing certain routes specifically in order to avoid lag, so that you go faster. And the competition of all of that can take years to master. Oh my god. Barely worked.
That one scared me.
Yeah, the bonks on the side too.
I really thrive on like consistency, especially at the end of the race. So obviously I didn't intend to bonk off that wall, and when you do something like that right before you're supposed to do a cutscene skip, it can be like, it can throw everything off basically.
Yep. This game is known to be very chaotic in terms of like micro adjustments that you have to do on the spots. And there are certain tracks that are like that showcase this a little bit more. Pirate Lagoon being one of them, but I think once you'll see how Space Dust Alley works, you'll understand what I mean by micro adjustments. On the second lap, okay. surprised about it, but okay. Also, fun fact, if you ride on the side of this wall here, you go a little bit faster.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess you're intended to come back to this track with the hovercraft. Once you beat a track, you can come back and use a different vehicle. So maybe they expect you to come back here with the hovercraft and then just like mess around in the water. But we're fast enough that we can actually just go for a swim in the car, grab the key, and then do this all in one race.
Exactly. So you have to be fast enough in order to still be first afterwards, but generally in speedrunning, it's not too bad. There you go, nice cutscene skip. And this one too is like a little bit finicky. I feel like it arrives so fast, you have to be ready for it.
Yeah. It's a very sharp turn at the end there, and you're trying not to ride on the walls or hit the corner right before, like that. It's a lot going on, and then you have to hit the pause.
Whale Bay is one of those ones where like trying to get a cutscene skip can be super hard. It lags very much, just like Frosty Village.
I anticipate we'll break the streak here, but
Don't think about it like that. I think you're gonna get it.
if I get it, you have to clap.
Yep.
Okay,
Oh,
that
okay.
was really strange.
Different route. Just to spice it up. Pour le content, comme on dit. Unfortunately.
Trying to get that boost chain is really difficult.
Ideally, you want to chain it with the balloon as well. And as I stated earlier, just getting the blue balloon is a challenge because sometimes you just go through it because you're too fast. Let's see how that one works. Ah, you jinxed it.
I did.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
No claps for me.
No claps for you. Don't clap.
Oh, I clapped.
Time out for you then.
Okay.
And now we're gonna see our favorite boss. Not really.
Bubbler.
Bubbler is. Bubbler sometimes does a party, but only when you're playing the randomizer.
I hate this boss, by the way. So
Yeah.
and you can kick his ass.
I mean, if Trident plays his cards well, you should be able to laugh this guy. So
I'll try.
yeah. So, as I stated earlier, the way you play hover by sneaking from top left to top right, like so, and by using the blue balloons, generally you're able to go past the bubbler pretty easily. But obviously when you play this game casually, you don't really know about it, and therefore this boss can be quite gruesome to play against. Just like Wispig 1, to be honest. I think Wispig 1, if you don't know all the mechanics of the game, can be like one of the hardest boss you can fight on Nintendo 64. But as you can see, we breeze through this level without any issue. And oh my god, yeah, Bubbler is super close. Yeah, you should be able to lap him pretty easily here. Let's see. Yahoo! That's it. Claps now. Next time I'll bring a cardboard with the claps and everything.
Okay, so we did the same thing that we did in Snowflake Mountain. Everything will be revealed very shortly.
So now we're gonna do the last challenge, which is going to be the plane one, the most fun one, to be honest.
I agree.
Yeah. And normally you would maybe think that we would go to Dragon Forest or maybe back to not Christian Island, to Sherbet Island, sorry. And that won't be the case because what we're going to do is going to Dino Domain again in order to be able to do the trophy. But we're not going to do the trophy normally. Instead, what we're going to do is that we're going to complete almost entirely the trophy. But on the last level, Hot Top Volcano, there's a neat little trick we're going to do in order to set up our trophy storage, which is going to go out of bounds and go to a wrong warp that is located right under the finish line. And once we go through that, then we're we're spawned in different places depending on the cartridge that you're playing with and the percentage of chances of getting them. But I mean, what you need to know here is that once we're spawned out of the level, we still technically are considered to be in the trophy race. And what that means is that if we go to a different level and complete it, then the game considers it to be the last track completed in the trophy, and therefore it gives you the trophy, but it gives you the trophy in the world that you complete the last track in. So for example, if we complete the entire trophy here, but in the Hot Top Volcano we wrong warp outside, and complete it in a different track in, let's say, Snowflake Mountain, then you gain the trophy for Snowflake Mountain. And this is actually faster to do it so because the tracks in Dino Domain are generally faster than the other trophies, and therefore you can just repeat this trophy over and over again until you get all the trophies for all the worlds that you need. And that's basically what we're going to do here. And I guess one thing I'm going to specify is that this is where, generally when you play and speedrun this game, this is where the game might differ on the routes that you're going to get afterwards, because as I stated earlier, once you wrong warp out, on the Japanese version specifically, there's 3 outcomes that can happen from that. The first one is you land in Dragon Forest, but in the car, and that's, I think it's about something like 75% of the time. And there's other 2 outcomes that can happen. One of the outcomes is the overworld in plane, so that's about 12.5%. And finally, there's a 3rd outcome that can happen, which is also 12.5%, which is you land in Dragon Forest, but in the plane. And that's funny, because if you land there with a plane, that means that you can fly around out of bounds in the Dragon Forest overworld in order to complete certain things in advance. It is required in certain category like any percent, but in 100%, what it means is that if per any chance here he gets Dragon Plane, which is what we call it here with Ben that donated the money, this means that we can enter the Dragon Forest boss in advance and complete it. It also means that later on, when you do the Dragon Forest tracks, you're able to restart it using the cutscene skips. Not the cutscene skip, sorry, the cutscene skip, I'm sorry. When you complete the track and you do the cutscene skip, if you restart it then you'll start immediately by doing the Queen version of that route, because the game considers it completed because you have completed the Dragon Forest boss first, so it gives you the next track. It's quite a little bit confusing, as I stated, because I'm very bad at explaining it, but this does mean in the long run we save time. And what, oh, snap. What it also means is that depending on the outcome that you get from the wrong warp, your route is going to drastically change until you beat the last Dragon Forest the last Dragon Forest boss, sorry. So now we're going to have Hot Top Volcano, and we're going to do our first wrong warp, and we'll see what the outcome is.
Is it a good time for a little distraction?
Yeah.
In maybe 30 seconds? Maybe in 30 seconds.
Sure.
Sorry about that. Let's see what it is. This is Dragon Car, so yeah, 75% chance of having that. So now Trident is going to take that, still in trophy mode, and he's going to go to Charbel Island in order to do the Dark Water Beach track. At first we're going to complete it, and then afterwards we're going to purposely lose on it so that the trophy is completely done. And now would be, I guess, a good time for the interruption.
Merci, désolé.
Pas de trouble.
Donc, c'est quand même pour rassurer Dédé, ta nouvelle carte fonctionne. Donc, merci pour ton 5 $. Ceci est un test pour voir si ma nouvelle carte fonctionne. Là, 5 $. Tout va bien, on l'a reçu.
Génial. So far so good in this track. There's a very specific way of doing so. Are you getting it? Oh yeah, buddy. Let's go. Keep at it. There's a very specific route you want to follow here in order to complete it as fast as possible. Looks good. Are you gonna get it? Oh, you missed the last one, but it was so close. It's still pretty fast. That was a
really
good one.
good, yeah.
So normally for the last shot here, what you want to do is if you shoot Diddy super fast here, Diddy is going to lay a mine on the floor, and while he gets hit, he goes in the air and lands on his own mine, doing double damage here. That's generally the route we want to do, but this requires like it's not a blind shot, but like a very precise shot that he did about in the middle of this track, which was spot on. Trident is known to be one of the best at this trick for sure. And I'm sure that he didn't practice this for like more than a year. I mean, he still rocked it. So as I said earlier, we're still in the trophy mode right now, but since we're losing here as the 4th position, now we're going to see the trophy appearing here, and we have the trophy for Sherbet Island. Even though it shows the Dino Domain background, let it known that this trophy belongs to Sherbet Island. So once we're gonna want to do this trophy for a different track, then we're gonna go back to Snowflake Mountain or Dragon Forest, depending on the outcome that we're gonna get. And since we're in Sherbet Island right now would be a good time for us to complete the coin version of those tracks and complete the boss again. And then just repeat the process of trophy storage, doing the coin route for the world, and keep at it again until you get all the trophies.
It's so simple.
Yep, indeed. Apparently Joey in the chat is very, not recognizable, how do we say that? Is very glad that he had the time to spend with Obayo and you to learn this Dark Water Beach trick. Sorry about that.
I'm still trying to understand.
Oh, let's go. Nice skip. Yeah, that's a fun thing about this game is that even like trying to commentate this game in real time is very hard because there's so much happening very fast. It's hard to explain everything that's happening at first, but yeah.
Ooh. Okay, a bit of a rough start, but that's okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It just means more time to hear those banger of tracks.
And a little more time for donations. We're so close to like 500. Like, it would be so cool to have this amount of donation during your run, Trident.
Exactly. We're talking about $12.78.
That's like nothing.
That's nothing. Chipotle costs more than that now. And there's only 1 coin left. It's going to be on the side here, and then we just have to finish the tracks by simply, once again, lapping every single one of these views. And once again with the cutscene skip, hopefully it's going to work out. Yeah, there you go. I swear, if you have like Diddy Kong Racing at home, whether it be on emulator or on console, just try to do the cutscene skip for yourself. You'll see at first it's a pretty hard trick to pull off, especially in the marathon settings where the nerves can hit sometimes. One thing I guess I could say about the game, by the way, is if you want to start and speedrun this game, let it be known that you have to, I mean, you don't have to, but in order to be on the leaderboards, we generally recommend to play on console because this game on emulator is, believe it or not, very different. The game speed and the way it works has been made with the fact that Nintendo 64 does lag naturally. So the game has been built around that. And therefore, when you play on the emulator, it just really doesn't feel the same. You'll have like this little boost at the beginning that feels faster, and then you slow down super hard afterwards. It's a game that's very hard to emulate in general, and therefore the whole community does prefer to run on console in general, and that's how our leaderboards is built as well.
We have 500, guys.
Let's go!
GG to us. So thanks to Final Pew. Thanks for this big donation.
Merci bien.
All right, I have an opportunity at redemption here. I'm gonna try and get the cutscene skip.
Hopefully.
Oh, there's that boost chain.
Yeah. No. No boost for you.
No.
I think I mispronounced. It's like final Pee-wee, and he's choosing tacos today. So I don't know if you prefer tacos, like cookies or coffee, guys. But tacos is winning.
I mean, it's fine if you prefer tacos, but cookies all the way, man.
Tacos.
No!
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty good. You're right.
I need a little more coffee people in the chat. Like, I'm coffee team.
The iced coffee one? No! Well, no cutscene skip will be for you. It happens. It's one of the harder tracks for sure. But yeah, a nice iced coffee would be good right now. Love it. Hey, Toyomana, thank you for being in the chat right now. Hope everything's good. Sorry I didn't check your run yet. I'll verify it soon. Haven't been doing my moderation work these days. Sorry about that. Anyway.
Toyomana has been running DKR for quite a while, but has, as of recently, has been really getting back into it and is almost responsible for this kind of influx of Japanese activity in regards to speedrunning this game. So
yes,
that's really awesome to see.
Absolutely. Shout out to the Japanese community. It's very fun to see because, you know, sometimes with Nintendo 64 games, you have, you know, the popular ones like Super Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, but in general, trying to have like new waves of speedrunners in less known games can be quite hard, I guess. It's very hard to still keep the hype for that and like making sure that people still have a good time and are feeling welcome and like, you know, that people get encouraged of doing so, right? But with Diddy Kong Racing, especially in the Discord, I feel like there's multiple runners just coming up every month or so, and it's been crazy. I've been sort of inactive in the past months on this for this game, and I went back in the Discord recently, and there were like at least 8 people I didn't recognize, and it's fun. It's like all super active runners that are trying to learn the game and get better at it, that are very hyped up about it and very encouraged to do so. And I think Diddy Kong Racing specifically has a big place in my heart for that, for being super welcoming and super fun to hang out with. So no better time to start speedrunning the game, guys, by the way. We have a very welcoming community, so
The community seems really nice from the chat.
Yeah, I mean, how can you not be like super fun and enjoying life when you play this colorful game, you know?
I already like them.
Yeah. I mean, most communities are going to be welcoming, don't worry about it. It's just, you know, specifically Diddy Kong Racing, I don't know, it's a special one, I feel. So we're going to do our second trophy storage here, and the idea here would be to get Dragon Plane. Obviously, we cannot control that, but it would save us a little bit of time once we'll get into Dragon Forest and do the tracks. So we'll see how that goes. Ben is in the room, so if Ben is in the room, normally a Dragon Plane occurs. I guess one thing I never specified by Diddy Kong Racing, but or on the stream, I guess, is you probably hear Trident just tapping the A button when he's driving the car. Same thing as hover, same thing as plane when you get maximum speed. But especially in car, it is very useful to just go faster. Yeah, so once we reach a maximum speed or end the boost, that's where we're going to start to press A again at approximately between 4 to 5 press per second. It really depends on the frame rate if I want to be very finicky about it, but yeah, so that's the reason why here you can hear the A taps. It's just a little bit faster, and every speed counts here because if you get, for example, like a very fast speed before getting boost, the boost is going to be better, and then the subsequent boost is going to be better. So ideally, especially in time trials, you'll see people resetting over and over again because they really want that initial better speeds in order to, afterwards, it just gets better and better, and keeps, like, in the long run, it does make a huge difference. Especially if at home you're trying to fight the first Whispig and you're having a hard time doing so. Oh, that was a sub 1. Good stuff. At home, if you're trying to beat Whispig 1 and you're not able to do so, first, stop picking Pipsy or Crunch. That's my first advice. And second one, try tapping A. So if you're playing Diddy or TT, in that case, because TT is the faster character, then yeah, you should have a way better time at trying to beat that guy. I'm saying don't play with Pipsy or Crunch, but there are crazy people out there that does this insane speedrun category called all characters 100%. So what you're witnessing right now, right, takes about 2 hours tops, right, depending on your experience. But what if you did that 10 times in a row with all characters? Yeah, that's what this category is. So it takes about like 20 to 21 hours every time. And shout out to, I think that all the top 4 people in this category specifically are all in this room right now. We have Trident, we have Obayo, we have Ben. Ben is the world record holder for that category, if I remember, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. Everyone is here. Everyone is in Quebec because I guess we have a lot of time to spare. Yeah. And we do enforce like a break in the middle now, but before then, like, there was no break. All right, so this minigame, Icicle Pyramid, you saw Trident just go back real quick here in order to go up, because if you play your cards right, the CPRs are going to do the same pattern, and with that, you're actually able to just completely destroy them like so. So if you know about it earlier, it should be fine. That looks good. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's already over. God, clean.
Really good luck on the mini games.
Yep.
Wow, I'm impressed.
This one is, it happens sometimes. It's not rare, but it's just uncommon that sometimes the CPUs take a different route and mess you up, but this one went pretty good.
And then we're going to go back in.
Yes.
And then intentionally lose.
Absolutely. Just like we did with Dark Water Beach. It's pretty much the same thing here. We're still considered in trophy mode, so that's what we're going to do. And we're going to do double damage one after the other. It's going to be a little bit faster. And once again, the trophy is going to appear right here. And even though it shows Dino Domain in the back, remember, this is a trophy for Snowflake Mountain.
I'd show you, but that would just waste time, so you're just going to have to trust me.
Show it.
Show it?
Yeah, it's only 5 seconds.
My time.
No!
My time.
Okay,
I
you're done.
trust you.
Just trust us, all right?
All right. This
So-
one's a pretty difficult coin race. We're starting off with a kind of crazy jump here.
Yep. Sick.
Nice.
Clean, clean, yeah. A little bit finicky at the end, but it still worked out.
Yeah, I would have rather got the bananas. I don't know what happened there. I would have rather got the bananas there, but the more important thing is getting the coins. So.
Yes. Nice. Very good. So you think that in Frosty Village, the coins are hard to gather. Oh, that was nice. But if you play on Adventure 2 mode, it's even worse. Kind of the same, by the way, for Greenwood Village later on, which you might remember at some point for being super hard as a casual player.
I got so much lag there.
Yeah, it does happen sometimes. Probably because of the items on the ground and everything. Regardless, what I said is that Greenwood Village is one of those tracks as a casual player that you recognize because the coins on it are very hard to gather. And you get used to it when you speedrun it. It's actually probably even easier when you speedrun it, but yeah. Adventure 3 is even worse once again. All right, we got all the coins, and did we get it? Yeah, baby. Snowball blast. So pretty much the same thing as when you're doing it with no coins, except for the first lap we're going to go on the right side instead because there's going to be a bunch of bananas we're going to get, and obviously this coin is going to be in the way. And everyone does it a little bit differently, I feel here. Trident decided here to simply get the first coin on the left first, and then afterwards he's probably going to get the last coin on the last lap. A little bit of a bunk here. Oof, that was close. But it looks good so far. Only one coin missing. And it's going to be this one, and combining with the other one. Bit of lag, but it still worked out. And oh my god, I was close to the oil.
Yeah, I guess that's one thing that we kind of didn't really touch on. One of the things that I really like about speedrunning this category is that the coin races, I don't think anybody's like really figured them out like definitively. So everybody kind of does like their own thing. And it's just interesting to see like how people choose to attack them. Like even me, my strategy isn't the same for every race. Like sometimes you prioritize bananas first because they make you go faster, and then you go for the coins. Sometimes you prioritize coins first so that you can just focus on racing. With the out of bounds tracks, it's really interesting because maybe you'll get half of them and then go out of bounds to maximize your time spent out of bounds. So there's like so many ways you can approach it, and I think that's where like the individuality really comes out.
Oh yes, it definitely does shine. And to be honest, like, I mean, in the whole community, we're kind of used to it. But to be honest, I would put like a Diddy Kong Racing footage on screen at some point and like try to guess who was playing. And I think most of us would be able to differentiate it. Like we know how Ben plays, we know how Sumek plays, we know how Bayo, how Ponytail, how Leah plays. It just, the personality really shines in our way of playing, not just in the way that we execute the routes, but just in the way that we move. There are certain like aspects of it that makes it super unique and makes it super fun still. And the fact that you're able to do so and not being able, I mean, not having to like do a very specific route in order to be faster. Sometimes yes, obviously, but like most of the time, the fact that you can put your personality in it and still be a contender for top playing is just absolutely great. I love this about this game. So far, so good. So are we going to be seeing a little bit of a Haba jump?
It's not something I consciously go for, but
might as well, right? Come on, come on.
I don't even know how to set it up.
Oh, no, not like that. Yeah, it's something that I quite enjoy doing myself. It's we have a player in a community called Haba from back then. So what we call the Haba jump is that, as Trident said, as soon as you get the other balloon, you just go on the sidewalk as he was, and then you just jump over it with a big, big jump. Maybe this time it's gonna work out. We'll see. Not with a chicken in the way. Cook that one.
I almost had the right line for that, actually.
Yep. Oh yeah, it looked good, apart from that chicken. Nice.
I was on the line.
It works in Christian Island, not this one. Because that's one thing as well. Every level has its sort of like invisible line that you have to adjust in order to get the cutscene skip. So for that one, you have to be a little bit over the line. But for example, another level like Christian Island, you have to be like exactly on it or a little bit before. Just those little things that you learn while speedrunning this game. It's quite unique.
All right, so we're back to Bluey, and this race gets nerfed quite a bit. This one's definitely not as fun.
Nope.
Because I think they remove all but 2 blue balloons.
Yes, there was only 2. And this means that we're not going to be able to do the big jump that we did on the first iteration. Kind of a bummer, but still pretty fast. There's the first one. There's going to be a second one here that we're going to keep for the end. And now we're going to get snowballed. Aww. You were too fast. No snowball for us. So what we say here is that if we land a little bit under the snowball here, we're able to get propulsed by it. So it's a little bit of a time save, and it's fun to witness, obviously. Did you get it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I looked away for like a tiny second.
So what's got Porks worried is that on boss races, the game doesn't save until the frame after first place comes on.
Yep.
So if I were to reset on the first frame that the first place pops up, the game would not save. But I'm pretty sure I got it, right?
I didn't look. Guys,
Yeah,
guys right here. Did you see if it was okay?
Yeah, there's 3
Did he
parts.
pause? Did he pause too early for Bluey too? No. Did he reset too early? No. Okay. There's a no. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
There's no way.
As I said, I looked away. The only thing I saw was like the fact that it was fast. That's it. So now, once again, I hope you like the Dino Domain track because you're gonna see them at least 5 to 6 times today. But this one though, we're going to finish a trophy because that's the one we're gonna get is oh my god, ow. Anyway, we're gonna finish that one and then we're gonna go straight back into the trophy once again. But this time we're going to exit out because we're gonna want to go to Dragon Forest in order to complete the rest. And hopefully this time we're gonna get it playing because as I said, if we beat the boss, Smokey, a little bit beforehand, we're going to be able to save a little bit of time every time that we're going to do a track. So ideally, we would want that. So once again, we're going to try to go for the canyonless here, or maybe not.
I just clipped the inside there, and then I just couldn't get out of the drift.
Yes, it does happen. The room for being able to pick the blue balloon and then go on the zip is very small, to say the least. You'll notice here he's going to try it again, and this one is good. Like the way that you do the inputs can be finicky. Oop, almost. Now there's going to be a lot of characters on the way, which, by the way, these CPUs are faster in Trophy Race. So it's actually there's 3 levels of CPU here. One obviously is the first one when you complete a track. The second one is when you do the coin tracks. And then the last difficulty would be this one where you play in Trophy Race. Jungle Falls.
All right, I feel like I haven't had a good Jungle Falls in a while, so I need to get a good one. Maybe a 35, maybe. So that's certainly a good enough first lap.
By the way, Prague just arrived. And every time it's like a jump scare. I swear. Every time I'm like, oh, he's here.
All right, almost 34.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, it's time for the poulet poulet. We have a little bit of time. I hope we're getting good. So there's this thing. I mean, it's not a Canadian thing. I guess it's a Quebec thing. In this song here, there's a moment where the singer says "poulet mounia" and yeah, we just say "poulet poulet." That's pretty much it. Yeah. The Europeans don't know yet, but you'll see once we go to ESA at some point, like all the Quebecers. Whoa. There you go. Come on! You stop, guys. Fun fact, the voice that you hear in this track all come from I think it's a compilation of sounds that were used. There you go. It's mandatory. Every time there's a Diddy Kong Racing run at NoReset, we have to do it.
I loved everything.
Oula. So this one is true though. You see the Dino Domain background, but this is for this trophy.
This one I can actually prove that I have.
Yes. Here's the proof. There you go. But we can also, you know, re-enter it again in order to do the wrong warp to get to the Dragon Forest one. And hopefully this time we'll get an interesting outcome for the wrong warp instead of the Dragon Car.
Dragon Plane here would be very nice.
Indeed. Oui, Golden Ice, c'est poulet. It is chicken in French. Doing good so far?
I missed a balloon, but this is still going to be a 36, which is not bad.
36 would have missed balloon is pretty good. Yeah. This would have been like a low 35 almost. So this is Fossil Canyon, the first time we've seen this track. Obviously not, but as we said earlier, this is not going to be our last wrong warp because we're still going to have to do a trophy storage later in the game. You got that was pretty fun. Anyway, we're going to have to do it one more time, but around the end of the run, we're going to have to do it for Future Funland, which we're going to do the exact same thing, going back into this trophy and then wrong warping out in order to go back to Future Funland. But this second to last one is going to be, I mean, the one that for a while we're not going to see any Dino Domain tracks for a little bit. And then we're going to be able to focus on Dragon Forest, Whispigs, and everything for a while afterwards. And we have one last group here. Canyonless. Oh, the tree, man. Yeah, this tree has been known in the community for being quite bothersome. Kills a lot of momentum.
It's a super powered magnet.
As you can see, like, this game can be very precise. Only one lap and 12 seconds and we already have 10 bananas, because the reason is because we line up especially for that to make sure that our speed doesn't get killed. That was, yeah, that worked. Still 11 with that, that's pretty good. That sounds like a nice 35 incoming. Nice. And we have our wrong warp here. And what do you think here in the room is going to be? Overworld? Dragon Plane?
I already got Overworld.
The plane,
Don't
yeah.
give it to me again.
All right, come on. Don't give us a resident sleeper. Come on. L'avion! No! Boring. The turnaround.
So I meant to hit, I did mean to hit him, but I didn't. There's a certain way you can hit him and then he'll automatically talk to you, and I didn't get it.
And Trident, what he's doing here is a strat that almost nobody else uses, even though it's faster by, I think, a second or something. It's doing this track in time trial mode because we're still in the trophy mode, right? And therefore, if you do this like so, you're able to raise this track without any balloons. However, there's no blue balloons here normally, so it doesn't really impact our playing. But it does mean that you're playing without CPU, so that definitely helps in terms of lags or even in terms of like getting them out of the way. So that's I'm not sure exactly why people don't do that in general, but still consider better.
If you get a really good TT response, then you pretty much don't lose time, and then you get to race the track without all the objects on it. And for that one particularly, on the third lap, the CPUs are in a really, really bad position.
Yep.
So that's why I prefer to race that without the CPUs.
I think it's just better in general too, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so one of the hardest out-of-bounds that we can hit in this game is this one from Windmill Plains. Hopefully it will work out well, but yes, it is considered harder in general to pull off. So let's see how that goes. Missed one banana, but that's not too bad. I can easily get out of bounds without it. So let's see how that goes. Yeah, pretty clean.
I lost a lot of speed, but that's okay.
Yeah, yeah. As long as you keep being out of bounds, that's the most important here. So as we said earlier, just like Hatop Volcano, we had to hit certain checkpoints out, but you don't have to do the whole track. So as long as you hit those specific checkpoints, it considers you to be valid, and then you can just continue and keep on going. So here we noticed the exclamation mark. That was our goal here to hit. And then once, oh my God.
I knew where I was.
Okay.
I don't understand. You're not in the course.
Nope.
That's crazy.
That's better.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is the course.
Yes, it is. It is the main course. All right. Sorry. Sorry.
So, just to touch back on that track, that one, I mean, the clip is difficult, but for me, the more difficult part is actually staying out of bounds, because you can't just fly willy-nilly, like, out of bounds. If you leave too far, like, out of the bounds of the track, then you'll get warped back to the starting line. And if you can imagine, like, all of these tracks existing in a rectangular prism, then the one for Windmill Plains is actually, like, really small. The boundaries are really tight to the course, so you don't really have a lot of room for error for flying out of bounds there. So.
And as I said earlier, just getting out of bounds is one of the hardest ones we have in this game. I mean, if we're counting like the current RTA available strats, because obviously Space the Sally out of bounds is going to be harder, right? But,
yeah.
But for this, like, just getting out of bounds is hard, and staying out of bounds is even harder. So definitely one of those where you want to practice a little bit more if you want to pull it off. Nice, good stuff. Boulder Canyon, baby, my favorite track. I particularly love this track, especially on the music aspect of it, because there's 3 parts to this music that interchanges whenever you, as a player, reaches certain parts of the level. So now we're at the 2nd part, and once we're going to be inside, there's going to be a 3rd part, and it just dynamically changes over the music, so it seems seamless. Kind of same thing that you might encounter with, let's say, Mario Kart 8, for example, where the tracks does automatically merges the music together once you reach a certain parts. This Nintendo used to do that with Rare quite back in the day. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, the music's absolutely insane. Made by genius, for sure. So far, so good. So this track can be quite laggy, especially with the CPUs here. As you can see, they can like just take the balloons, and even then, like being in the way like so, and it's just very chaotic. And oh, yeah, I was like, don't forget about it. And we're gonna get the key. Right on it. Let's go. And even with that, we're still going to be first and being able to complete the track. Classic.
I don't know why, but I always love this key. Like, it's such a good idea.
Yes, it is. Just like like the keys are hidden in places where like it dynamic and progressively becomes harder to find them. And I remember this one as a kid. It took me a while to just find in general. And it just feels good, right? Because even though like it's a track-based game, there's multiple moments where you just enter tracks not to race, but to just like find secrets and everything. And that's what I find beautiful about this game. The fact that you enter a race not necessarily for racing, but just to like explore the level to its full capacity.
You can't do that in Mario Kart.
I mean, you can in certain ways, right? You know, like sometimes you want to do so and it's fun, but it doesn't serve the purpose of the track itself or the adventure mode of it, because there's no adventure mode in Mario Kart 64, right? But it's still pretty fun to run around. I remember back when I was a child, like especially in Mario Kart, there was sort of a skips that you could do, right, by going outside the track and landing somewhere else. And I remember with my friends when I was a kid, where we would spend so much time in tracks trying to pull these off. And it's not about racing; it's about like just lore and having fun with the folks, right? And there you go. We finished with the first part of the Dragon Forest, and now we're gonna go with Smokey, our egg salad boy. And this guy, it's pretty fun to fight because we're gonna go out of bounds to fight this guy as well. Excellent.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be stubborn here, and I'm going to go for the really easy strat. You can actually, if you want to fire up this game right now, you can do this trick in like no time at all. It is so easy.
It's been considered one of the harder how to bounce tricks until we discovered a certain way of doing it with the C strat, which is pressing C right, which is probably what he's going to do right now. There you go. It's as easy as that. If you spam the C right, once you do that, then you just... God! that was fast, man. And yeah, so once you do that, you just get out of bounds and then you're able to do so. Are you going to showcase the extra balloon out of bounds or not?
No.
Okay.
But if you look towards... Wait, can you see it? No, I guess you
not
can't
from
see
there.
it.
Maybe on the second one, it's fine. Well, there's we don't know why it's there, but there is an extra balloon located completely outside. We have a theory of being like maybe bosses at some point gave balloons and everything, but it is located under the map out of bounds, and you're able to pick it up. And so it means that you're going to have an extra trophy in the run. But one fun fact about that is that this balloon specifically, if you reset the game, you're able to collect it over and over again. And so we have a category called 99 balloons, where you pick up 99 balloons, and once you pick up the 100 one, the game crashes, and that's when the game run ends. It's just a little bit like Donkey Kong 64, right? You have sort of a category like that with the banana inside the boat and everything, but it's like a very obscure one. Yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Are you going to do the spike ball strat?
No.
Oh, I'm the only fiend for that, but there's a fun strat here. I guess it's used more for all minigames category and such, but there is a way to dupe the bananas here by taking damage while giving the bananas into the chest here, and quite hard to pull off, especially in marathon settings, so ideally we're not going to go for that here, as you saw. But it's still pretty fun to execute in general, just as fun, or even in the all minigames category if you're that kind of person that does that. But so far so good. Trident is very optimally picking those bananas, and then, yeah, and that's it. A pretty perfect Smoky Castle, guys.
The duping strat is really cool. It used to be kind of this pipe dream until we found out that there's a really nice setup that you can do to get it more consistently. But unfortunately, I didn't practice that.
Nah, don't worry about it. I think nobody practiced it like months after it was discovered or something.
Yeah. It's very tough.
Yep. I made a tutorial once, and then Obayo made one infinitely better 5 minutes afterwards, and I was like, okay, good. All right, so once again, windmill planes here. Kind of the same trick here. Oh.
This might be bad.
Do the Obayo. Do it without. Oh my, oh my God, no.
All right. That's no big deal. I will just get all the coins. That's really unfortunate because this the coin strat for this race is really cool.
Yes. You collect some of them in the first lap, and then the remaining in the third lap. It's we have something like that a little bit later with the Spaceport Alpha track. That's going to be quite fun to witness as well. But yeah, this one normally that's the way we would do it, is get out of bounds at the first one and just get back in bounds afterwards.
I almost missed it again.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, don't worry. You have enough. You should be fine. There you go. Nice. So in this case, since we have all the coins already, we're just going to complete it out of bounds as we would normally do.
Yeah, I gotta make sure not to turn around.
Yep, just
the
do
way
it.
I usually would.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Are you gonna get it? Oh yeah, baby. And then we're back in Greenville Village. As I stated earlier, one of the harder tracks for Coin Challenge when you're playing it casually. It's not like Adventure 2. Adventure 2 is like even harder, but yeah. Hey, Fruitcake, thank you for the gifted subs, the tier 1. Much appreciated.
J'aimerais prendre un moment pour les gens sur place. On nous a informé qu'il y avait un téléphone cellulaire de perdu. Pour l'instant, je ne sais pas quel type de téléphone, mais si jamais vous croisez quelque chose qui ne vous appartient pas, que ce soit un cellulaire ou autre chose, ben faites-nous signe, s'il vous plaît. Je suis sûr qu'il y a quelqu'un qui serait content de récupérer son téléphone.
Bien d'accord avec ça. Oh my God! So right there, TT died, so the game is over, right?
Yeah, might as well just pack it up.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we do have one more coin left. It's in a very cheeky spot, but just don't forget it on the last lap here.
Yep. All right. Oh.
I would also like to thank Frankie. Frankie348 avec le don de 20 $, un petit quelque chose durant un de mes jeux préférés qui a bercé mon enfance. Good luck for the run. Merci beaucoup, Frankie.
Merci, Frankie.
Ce qui nous rapproche du 600 $, just a little more for the 600, so it could happen during this run.
Yes, we're only $17.78 away from it. Keep it up. Yeah, this is one of the tracks where it's very hard to play around the lag in general. Just the level itself makes it lag so much. Reminder that this is a Nintendo 64 game, so there's no ray tracing here, folks. You gotta enjoy those 15 frames per second and not have a headache.
Yeah, back when I would turn the music off, you know, it costs you about 5 seconds to turn it off in the middle of a run, and I would make it all back with just this race. Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's been known, as I said earlier, that we do tend to remove the music when we play at the top level. But yes, since it's a marathon and we love the music, we're gonna keep it on.
I will say that, like, turning off the music doesn't necessarily mean you can go faster. There's, like, in the case of Mr. Ponytail, for example, he's just so good at working with the lag that he can get good times regardless. But for me, again, just like thriving on consistency, I found that turning off the music just made it a little bit more, like, I just could, a little bit more predictable for me.
And there's also certain tracks that benefits from having the lag from the music. For example, Treasure Cave would be one of those, especially in time trials. That would be something that we would recommend to keep the music on for this specific track. Obviously, in an adventure settings or this RTA category, I mean, you remove it at whole or you don't move it at all for specific parts. So it would be harder for us to, let's say, remove the music for every track except Treasure Caves, for example. So you have to make a choice here.
But how could you close the music? They're so good.
You're right. That's the reason why we keep it, right? And yes, Baz, we see the commentary. Yes, to bird.
All right, we're making pretty good time, actually. It's not too bad.
122 at Smoky 2 is pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, not bad. We're reaching the final stretch here of this run.
So same thing we're going to do here. The only difference with, between Smoky 1 and Smoky 2, Smoky 2 is a little bit faster. Yeah, it's going to be fun. And does a lot more fireballs, like you can see here. But obviously, since we're going out of bounds, it shouldn't be a problem for us. So apparently there's like this overlay layout war right now, and we're switching from one to the other very fast. Keep at it, folks. And thank you once again. I see that we reached the $600 gap.
Yes. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Yeah. Keep it up.
Thanks to Anonym for the $20. Let's go. That's 600 on that great Diddy Kong Racing run. Let's go. Thanks a lot.
Yes. Keep it up. I believe that for the next game, we have an incentive for reaching $750. So keep it up.
We still have the hot sauce also this year. So if you want to see your favorite persons eat hot sauce, keep it up.
Oh, yeah. And of course, Baz, you know it. All right, so we're done with the main worlds, I mean, we've skipped by resetting the console, but every time we beat the last iteration of the bosses, we gained a Wispig piece, and now we have all 4 of them, which means that now we're gonna get the cutscene for the first Wispig. This big boy. And he's very mad. Are we going to be able to beat him?
I hope so.
Are we going to be able to lap him?
No.
Yeah, so lapping Wispig has been like one of the holy grails back then of Diddy Kong Racing, and it was completely destroyed by some other players. It is possible, but does require a lot of practice, and I do believe it is better to do it with music or without. I have no clue.
I think this is one instance where music does help.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it was. I actually don't know.
I don't know.
Mr. Ponytail's in chat. He can tell you.
Ponytail, please fact check us. Error! Here we go. So normally here, I mean, since we're playing TT and we're, you know, as I said earlier on, if you tap the A button multiple times, it does make you go a little bit faster. Ideally, we shouldn't be able to see Wispig anymore from now on because we're going to be super fast. Obviously, I jinxed that.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Taking a little swim. I hope you brought your swimsuits. Oh, boy.
So whenever you go off of a bank like that, it's possible that you can like clip into the ground right before you go off the edge and just get flung in any direction.
One of those tracks where learning to cope with the lag actually benefits you, but it can also, you know, like completely destroy your momentum, so that's kind of hard. Normally that's how it's supposed to look, like you can see here. Ooh, that was... Oh, okay, all right, it was super close. Manger un arbre. And as you can see on the mini-map on the bottom right, Wispig is a little bit behind, right? I mean, the guy doesn't have a car though, so, I mean, they're kind of cheating here. Good. All right. And we're going to be able to complete Wispig in a 1 minute and 16 seconds. Wispig not even being on the map right now. Completely behind on the 3rd lap. And we reset once again here at the start of the cutscene.
If you reset before that cutscene starts, then
it doesn't register it.
It doesn't register, yeah.
During this reset, I would like to thank Thunderstorm for the $50 donation. C'est un petit geste qui peut faire toute la différence. J'espère que cet événement pourra en aider plus d'un, plus d'une. Merci à toi, Thunderstorm.
And to answer your question in the chat, Naleb, it is frame drops. It's just that we commonly use lag as a common word to say it. I understand that this is a category of different types of lags, but it's just easier for us to say lag in this sort of situation. But yeah, it is frame drops. And there you go. Since we've completed every trophies in the weird way, sense of way, right? And we beat Wispig, we simply have to go to this board and it will spawn the cutscene for future Funland. By the way, you don't need to honk.
No?
You didn't know, right? I didn't know as well until like a couple months ago.
Oh.
You don't need to honk.
But
it's forward a lot.
I like being persistent.
Yeah, me too. I still do it, even though I know it. Just for the fun of it.
I think I remember the first time I saw this cutscene, I was like, wow, that's so cool.
as Sweener saying in the chat, you must honk, but it's just, you know, you honk for the fans, just for the fun of it. Brings you luck.
I'm not going to talk for the entirety of this race.
Do you mind if I do?
Go for it, yeah.
All right, good. All right, this track is known to be quite hard to pull off the optimal way. It goes super fast, and the chances of bonking anywhere is very high. So that's generally one of the tracks where we want to focus. And for example, we have a category in this game called All Trophy Races. So it's basically just doing the trophy races back to back. And most runners will start with this trophy because it means that we get rid of Spaceless Alley as fast as possible. Because as you can see, it's just, you know, it's it can go south pretty easily. And ideally, people want to get rid of it as soon as possible. But so far, so good. Oh my god! Boom! Don't worry about it. And
It's very hard.
Yep.
Oh!
Yeah, so those kind of things can happen as well, right? So, I mean, because every time it means like multiple seconds of loss, every sort of little mistakes that you do. So ideally, you would want to avoid that. And one thing you're going to notice right here, if you succeed it, nice. So, the way this world works is that normally when you complete the track, since it doesn't have like a requirement of like beating a different boss to unlock the coin challenges, it gives you the opportunity to redo the level in the coin challenge once you've normally completed all of them normally. However, as you can see, if during the cutscene skip you're able to restart the race, it's gonna give you automatically the coin challenge version of the track, and you're able to complete that as well. And so what we do is that we want to do that as much as possible, because every time you do it, you actually avoid having to go back to the track to do so, and therefore you save multiple seconds by simply not missing the cutscene skips on those. And this can be quite stressful, because if you're like on a good run, it becomes quite stressful to be in Future Funland, because ideally at the top level you would want to not miss any single cutscene skip here. And yeah, that's but it makes it for like a really fun end of a game, I feel. So far so good. Oh yeah, don't worry about it, Nailip. I understand what you meant by that, and that's completely fine. So not so bad, almost a sub 120, right? And we'll also get on the second one. It's going good so far.
That's probably the best race we've had in this run.
Yeah, indeed. Spaceless Alley is now out of the question, and good.
J'en profite pour remercier Disfageek pour les 10 $ et qui nous dit ça coche. J'ai hâte d'être là. On a hâte que tu sois là aussi, bien sûr.
Oh,
parce
yeah.
qu'en présentiel, on s'entend, c'est encore mieux.
Oh yes. C'est le fun en présentiel. Ben ouais, Disfageek, merci pour le don, puis j'ai hâte de te voir. Tu me pokeras, là, on passera du temps ensemble. All right, so Darkwind Caverns, one of those tracks that is very fun to pull off. Are you going to go for the glitch? Oh. All 3 people in the row right now are all disappointed.
That's okay. They should have submitted instead.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, we did. Don't worry about it. It's your turn this time. So yeah, this track is very fun. I mean, especially here when you combine those blue balloons together to go right into the hole for the loop. It just feels good, man.
I think I've done it once, just once.
Oof.
I think I tried to do it for like maybe an hour, and I only got it once, and I was like, yeah, this trick's dumb.
But it's Tarzan's favorite trick. Or maybe not, I don't know. In any case, yeah, it's a finicky one. I do remember, I think it was when we did the trio race between Brack, Ben, and I. And Ben actually missed a coin on the last lap, and he did the trick to go back and get it, or else the track would have been invalid. That was absolutely crazy. Let's go. Then we can go back right into it to get a coin challenge. Same thing, same old. Once again, the same track. We're gonna get all the bananas and get the coins this time.
Okay, I'm fine with that actually. So, yeah, I think you just kind of touched on it with the Ben story, but those 2 coins before the loops, you have to get those in the 3 laps, because if you miss one and you go through the loops, you cannot go back.
Absolutely.
Unless you do
what Ben did,
the
yeah.
trick. Yeah,
Exactly.
Which as we already established, it took me an hour to do it once. So that's not really viable.
It becomes progressively easier afterwards. Once you realize that it's not about speed, it's just about like the setup that you have to do constantly, right? But even then, it's quite stressful. Hey, Peaks, welcome to the chat.
Okay, so we got the 2 coins, so you don't have to worry about that. I'm missing... Okay, I know which ones I'm missing.
Yep.
I need to go wide here to get this one.
Yes.
And then I usually save this coin if I happen to miss the blue balloon, but I gotten it all 3 laps, so it's okay.
Yep, it's those small optimizations that runners will tend to do is that when certain coins are out of the way, we generally prefer to wait for us to do a mistake, I guess, before getting them, because it's going to be a little bit faster to just focus on the full speed when it is available. And then if we mess up, then it's not too bad to just go out of our way to get a coin, right? So, exactement, Bernie.
So we're going back to down domain, and you can probably guess at this point what we're doing here.
Trophy rate. Ancient lake.
Got to get that trophy.
Just a quick question for you guys. Will you be happy if you could get to $700 during this run?
Of course.
It would be
Honestly.
amazing. It is possible.
Yes. Come on, guys. It's only another 40 bucks, about 37 bucks. You got this. C'est effectivement le fun en présentiel. Tu dis que c'est vraiment loin, mais au pire, pogne-toi un jet privé.
Ça vaut la route, ça vaut la route.
Exact.
Fossil Canyon.
All right, so once again, we should be... it's going to be the last time you see those tracks, by the way. So if you enjoyed them for the last 5 to 6 attempts, then it's going to be your last time with them. So enjoy it. So let's see if we're going to get a good canyon list here. Oh, a little bit finicky, but it still worked out.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Void, thanks for the raid, man. Hope you had a good stream. Welcome, everyone, on the stream. This is NoReset, a speedrunning weekend event, just like a GDQ or a GDQ that lasts for an entire weekend, 24/7, for the profits of Virtual Guardians. So obviously we're getting funds for that in order to help those in needs, and those in needs are the youngsters on online that require help from us getting into the online world and the offline world as well. So hopefully, if you have money to spare, this is the moment to do so, and I hope you enjoyed the event.
Yes,
So-
and we have beautiful prizes for those who give a little money to the cause.
Exactly. So it's just a little bit like a GDQ or a GDQ. We do have prizes for if you donate, so feel free to do so. And obviously right now, with this Diddy Kong Racing track that we have at Tridenttail, it's going super well, and I hope you all enjoy the remaining of the event today, and tomorrow, and after tomorrow.
Don't touch. Okay.
It's not if you don't touch. All right, a little bit over 40 seconds. Unfortunately, this track didn't go as well, but it's still pretty good.
All right, now that the opportunity is passed, we're gonna get Dragon playing now.
Yes, and it's always like that in marathon specifically. We always get the best outcome when it matters the less. Is it gonna be it? Oh! Overworld overworld, baby!
2 overworlds this run. That is really good luck.
Yes. Especially because the one that you get beforehand was also very good. Like every time it saves about 10 to 12 seconds, so
Yeah.
very appreciated. And as a reminder, once again, we're still in the trophy mode right now because we used the wrong warp in the hot top volcano to arrive here. And so the game still considers us to be in the trophy. And so that's what we're going to do. By completing this track, then it's going to consider us to have completed the trophy in this world. And we'll have gathered all the trophies for all the worlds. Should be good, right? Neat little trick here in the Japanese version. And we're out. And once again, we're out of bounds. And as people know, so when you're out of bounds, you only need to hit specific checkpoints in order for it to consider it to be completed. And those checkpoints are actually like a little triangle from the top left to the bottom right. So you don't actually need to go out of your way to go to the right left section for this one. So it makes it pretty fun and pretty fast to go. So.
We get to do this track 3 times in a row.
Yes.
So we're gonna see a lot of this one. Wait, I don't have to go back and bounce.
You don't, exactly. It's the next one. Yeah, don't worry about it. I noticed that you went fast enough in your cutscene skips here. You should have spammed the buttons a little bit more to save that precious second.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
All right, so we're going back in it because now that we have the trophy, we still need to do this track twice. So the first one obviously is going to be without coins, the second one with coins, but they're all going to be done out of bounds as well.
All right, I would like a cleaner inbound section here.
Yes.
That's not a very good line.
That's still pretty good.
So ideally, I wouldn't have to slow down, but it's very tight movement, so...
Yeah. So, I mean, that's why I still do personally want to do runs of this game, but at top level, what you generally want to do is just do barrel rolls and not press A. You just have to cut the corner with the balloon that you get to not get hit by the lasers, and then you get to the other sections way faster that way. Yes, the purpose of speedrunning is to go fast, guys. Congratulations, you found the solution.
All right, so I'm gonna go back and bounce here because getting the cutscene skip is like super important.
You know what I'm gonna do, right? Well, that was my fault. Oops. All right, so this is an inside between the Diddy Kong Racing community for this track. You don't need to know the whole details, just know that it requires yelling for no reason. And since in that case we missed the cutscene skip, we aren't able to go back to Space Bar Alpha immediately. You still have to go to the next track, and we'll have to come back to it. So unfortunately we lost a couple of seconds here, but it's not too bad. Star City, this track is famous for these quick corners here, and when you play casually before, if you didn't know about it, you're able to press both the B and R button at the same time, which is the drift button and the brake button, to perform sort of a super drift. And it becomes way easier to cut those corners when you use both at the same time, which is what we're doing right now. So if you didn't know about this technique, this track would be quite hard to navigate it in. You're absolutely correct, Bernie. It's a clock section.
Why are they in the way?
I mean, this is a race, so there's CPUs and opponents that you have to play against that race against you, and they are in the way because they race the same track as you at the same time.
Oh.
No!
I was gonna mess up getting the cutscene skip. Never mind.
There you go. Easy. So it's going to be actually pretty fast afterwards because once we've completed with this track here, we have to go back to Space Bar Alpha one last time. And once we've completed that, then we're going to get gifted with the Wispig 2 cutscene. And that's going to be our last track for this run. So it's coming pretty soon, and I think we're still on par for the time at the moment. It looks pretty good.
I think we're okay.
Yeah. it's gonna be, it could be barely sub 148 if you play cards right.
Je sens que c'est presque la fin et on est à presque 5 $ du 700. Donc, merci à Z Nernicus. J'espère que j'ai bien prononcé ton nom pour le 32 et 18. Je veux du poulet, 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 poulet.
Yeah,
Donc,
let's go.
est-ce qu'on peut lui donner du poulet, s'il vous plaît?
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna give him some chicken. Once we go to jukebox, that's for sure.
Et nous, de notre côté, on veut encore un don de 5 $, 6 en fait, pour atteindre le 700. Ce serait awesome.
Oh yeah, we're barely close to the 700, guys. A couple of money left. If we hit the $750, by the way, we're gonna get the money goal that we need for the incentive for the next run. So we're barely there, guys.
It's your time to shine, guys.
Oh yes. So one balloon left before Wispig 2. And it's going to be played out a little bit like we wanted to do for Willow Plains, which is we're going to get about half the coins inbounds, and then we're going to still go out of bounds on the first lap, and then on the third lap, ideally, we would go back inbounds to get the remaining coins in order to be as optimal as possible. So far, so good. Okay. Make sure to get that coin before going out of bounds. And there you go. Pretty clean, man. Yeah. So once again, we're gonna go with the triangles checkpoints as we stated earlier here. Oh, or maybe not. It should be fine, right? Yeah, there you go.
I just lost a lot of speed.
Yep. So yeah, one thing with the plane is that if you don't have enough speed, it becomes impossible to barrel roll. So you have to pick up that speed again, but it can be quite a lot of time to waste. So yeah. In any case. So now we're gonna go on the right side of the map because we're going to actually go pick up that. Never mind.
Oh.
Oh no 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 no! Come back. Wrong way. Yeah, good idea. Then we're gonna have one over the top, and there's one last left. It's going to be our last coin of this run. There you go. And we're gonna finish it obviously with a nice cutscene skip. There you go. I think that's 35, right? In terms of cutscene skips?
I missed 6. 34.
Oh, you missed 6. Okay, all right. Still pretty decent, to be honest. Cutscene skips are...
Or 7.
You did? Okay, well, never mind.
6 or 7.
6 or 7, something like that. Still pretty good.
You know what? After missing the first 3,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm happy.
Absolutely. Yes.
A quick GG to us. We have 700. Thanks to Dylan for the $20.
Let's go! C'est ça, yes!
Voting for the cookies. I have nobody for the coffee team, so I'm a little sad, but thank you anyway.
All right, so this is going to be the last track of the run, which is going to be Wispig 2. But obviously, we're fighting him in plane. So what does that mean? I'll let you figure it out, right? This means we're going out of bounds. And actually, this one is a little bit harder to pull off in general, so it went pretty well right now. And we're going to do this track as again as sort of a sort of triangle between the top part, the bottom left, and the middle right. And so the time is going to be when we finish the track, basically. So as soon as it says finish is going to be the time. And we're still on par for the sub 148, so hopefully that's going to work out.
All right, one more lap.
Yes, only one. And Wispig will be beaten in the absolutely proper, no cheating manner.
All right, time's coming up.
Yep.
And time.
Time! No slowpoke for you. That was so close. 17 seconds. That was amazing. Congrats.
A big GG. That was amazing.
Yes. And that was it. That was Diddy Kong Racing for you guys, 100%. So everything completed in the game. I mean, that's not true. It's not true 100%, which is a different category that lasts about 4 hours, but it's a pretty fun one, and hope you guys enjoyed it, right? Do you have a word you want to say right now?
Just thanks for having me on again, and Thank you for donating. I'm a little sad we didn't make the donation incentive, but maybe we'll come back and have another shot at showing off Adventure 2.
Absolutely. However, for the next incentive, for the next game, we're only $16 away. And I want this number to go to 750 before it cuts off with the intermission. So I'm going to be looking
It could
at-
happen soon. Thanks to Sikri for the last $20.
Do it right now. Right now, 750, right now. Do it, now. Go,
Can you guys
go.
make like chicken
No.
sounds for people? Maybe they would like that.
Oh yeah, poulet, poulet, let's go. Come on. Poulet, 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 poulet. All right. In any case, thank you guys for watching. Obviously, we're going to go with the next run, which is going to be something that I have on my phone because I don't know the schedule yet, but let me say that right now.
I can tell you right now.
Go.
So we're gonna go with Method Cobra and Ultra Street Fighter 2. So
Yeah.
it would be amazing, I'm pretty sure. Merci beaucoup à vous guys. Thanks a lot. It was really nice to see my favorite games with you. And see you soon.
Our pleasure.